Silverquill. Where? Oh.
Silverquill.
Hi. Oh, okay. I finally saw the glare.
I will try to signal him.
Mic check 1, 2. Ooh. How do you sound?
Hello.
Hi.
Yay.
Yay, it's time.
Oh, that really
Check,
amplified.
check.
Right?
Hi. Good morning.
It's the afternoon.
Not when you go to bed at like 4 a.m.
That's your fault.
It was. Hello and welcome to Bronies React. Welcome in. Happy Saturday, everybody. This is our first panel, at least for some of our group.
Yep.
Dusty, you probably had like an 8 a.m. panel or something.
No, we did the comic reading just about an hour ago.
Okay, not too early.
Not too early.
Silver, what have you been up to?
I was on Trivia-tastic with the illustrious Q and Trinary, and we were on just before Dusty.
Yeah.
So I got to mess with all the stuff and make life harder for him.
You did.
Very good. All right.
It was you who hid the comics.
It was me all along.
So welcome in. This is the Bronies React panel. And before we get things started, is there anybody in the audience who has no idea what Bronies React is? Don't be shy. Okay, well, some of you are
Liar.
but some of you probably are not. So Bronies React is a series on YouTube that we've been, it's been going on for 13 years now. Started back in 2012. And we've had a lot of adventures with the series. But the series effectively is bringing people together from the community. We react to key moments that have, I guess, happened in the fandom. A lot of series finales, series premieres. Back in the day, we did a lot of online content that existed. And it all actually started off as a spawn from the initial, if anyone remembers, the Fine Brothers. On that channel, they had this whole React series called Teens React, and they had a video that came out of Teens React to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, to which we thought it would be funny if we did a Bronies React to Teens React to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And
Reception.
it started off as just a joke. The idea was a one-off. Never was a plan to be a series until the first one was so successful and people were asking for more. We said, you know what?
Why not?
Why not? And here we are. It's 2025. A lot of us feel older now. So it's been a lot of fun there and with what we've been doing. As far as the panels go here, these are largely going to be some story time, some Q&A. It's largely going to be driven off of you guys and your questions and what you'd like to hear. It is a very big responsibility, and we have high expectations this morning.
You, yes.
So,
you did your homework, right? We told you this would be on the final.
And because of, I'll mention this, because of how long the series has been going at this point, I'm expecting at least one question that's going to be so specific that I'm going to be like, can you explain to me what I did?
Yeah.
And why did I do that?
Box G3.5.
Yeah. So let's do some official introductions here. To our left, we have Dusty Cat. Finally making it onto the couch, it is Toodles. I am ACRacebest. Hello. Saber Spock. And Silverquill.
Hello.
So, like I said, we're going to be going off of questions because of the room setup. We're not going to have a line or do any of that stuff. So
Just yell it out.
we're gonna just kind of go off a raise of hands, and I'm gonna try to get like a first batch just so someone doesn't have to stand like this for an hour, and then be like, "Why didn't you?" So, let's see the hands. Do we have questions? All right. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just start right there. So 1, 2, and 3. We'll do that row. Starting with you with the wonderful horn.
So we're here at Everfree Northwest 2025. There have been many cons every single year since the inception of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Brings to memory for me, I'm wearing my BronyCon 2015 badge. I was 12 when I attended that. I'm 22.
Oh, that's nice, Sonny.
It's terrifying. So I just wanted to ask, what was your favorite con that you've gone to since you started going to it?
Why is it this one?
And why is it this one? Good.
Loaded question. Loads of question. Loaded. Very loaded question. So I think that the last BronyCon was probably huge. Or the first year we did a Bronies React panel at BronyCon, and we
2015?
put 500 people in a room.
Yeah.
And it was scary because we had to get from one end of the hall to the other for closing ceremonies, and we couldn't move. And it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It kind of set the precedent.
It kind of set the precedent.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Not good. Good. I'm happy to hear that. But probably for all the wrong reasons, but
Yeah.
at least it was memorable. Do you have a favorite convention you've been to?
I mean, like, Everfree has, always holds a special place in my heart because it was our first convention that we ever went to. So, like, I really love Everfree. It's always been such a blast. But I also do want to give a shout out to Fiesta Equestria, the couple that we went to. It was a smaller convention in Houston, Texas, and, like, I really felt that sense of community. Like, everybody was like, it was small enough where it was like a little bit more intimate, and everybody just like got to know everybody over the weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the first year of Italy. It was a really small crowd, and it was maybe 150 people, really.
The country of Italy?
Yeah,
You were there
when I
for
went to
the-
Italy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I founded Italy. Yes, because I have a very big foot, and I needed a boot.
Oh man, it's always hard, right? Because I mean,
It's a Canadian joke.
so I was looking at this before we came out here, and I'm like, I think this is my 56th My Little Pony convention. Guys.
Rookie.
I know you've got me beat. I know it. Yeah.
Get a senior discount here soon.
Maybe 54th, not as crazy, right? No, no, it's so like thinking back, like I feel like most of the conventions we've been to were experiences that they were a lot of fun throughout the weekend. The panels were great. The people, I feel like I've never been to a convention where I was like, man, the people there sucked. And that includes this one. They don't suck here either. But I will echo what Dusty said with 2019 with BronyCon. That was nice because there was the closure of it. And when I say closure, I mean like we got closure, not we're glad it did close. But we also kind of like often talk about how like, man, they chose the right year to end BronyCon, because if they waited one more year, guys, 2020 probably wouldn't have been very good. So yeah, no, I mean, I also very fondly look back at the old Everfree Northwest too, because those were really early foundations for us. Again, it was the first. We did a road trip up to the first ever Everfree Northwest from Southern California. Drove.
Where was it? Was it in Bellevue?
It was next to the airport.
Right next to the airport.
Yeah, SeaTac. Yeah, and it was actually in two different hotels. You had to walk up the hill to get
the
to
hill.
one, walk
Oh my
back
God.
down the hill. But I also I always say this, that as far as for me, like one of the greatest concert experiences I ever had was probably Everfree Northwest 2013. And a lot of that was on a personal level. There were a lot of people that I knew very closely back then that were performing, and it was just hours upon hours of just amazing energy and all that. And it's fun to see it, continuing to this day. But those are the ones that kind of immediately stick out to me. They're all great.
There's two that come to mind. BronyCon 2012 in New Jersey. That was just electrifying.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, people were on cloud
That
nine.
concert was a bomb. Okay. It was a fire for one, but during the concert, the building was a parking garage, then the space, so everybody's bouncing, and you could feel the building move
right.
inches. They had to come on the microphone and say, "Stop bouncing."
Yeah.
It was that hot. It was
I remember when the ceiling leaked fire.
the ceiling
and
leaked fire.
I
because
remember
somebody
like
threw a light thing up and it got caught in the rafters. It got caught in one of the
you
lights.
stood up and went. You stood up and turned around to the eyes and went out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can see me on the video. It's like I get up and like
Directing traffic.
start doing the dad thing. Get out. You can go. Everything's cool. It was fucking hilarious. hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, that convention, the energy was just pure ecstasy. I've never seen energy like that before.
Watching Tara Strong twerk on stage, that was something I'll never
Yeah.
forget.
I'm like,
Ever.
Vicky the babysitter? Wait, not Vicky.
Oh, yeah.
That's Great Delisle.
In front of Discord, by the way.
But my other answer is Las Pegasus Unicon.
Oh.
Because when you start seeing people do
The con that shall not be named, you just...
but here's the thing though, enough time has gone by now.
That's true.
That these things become like YouTube video essays.
Yeah.
And it's like Lord of the Rings, where it's like, I was there, Gandalf.
Yeah, it's like, don't talk to me of the deep magics. I was there when it was
written.
written.
Exactly. Yeah.
We held we walked into an empty panel room,
Yeah, that convention was a
and there
mess.
was one person sitting like just sitting scrolling on their phone, and apparently the story was that their friend dragged them to this convention. They weren't a fan of the show or anything. And I walk up and I go, "Hey, do you mind filming something for us just for a few minutes?" And the guy's just like, "Okay, sure." I hand him it, and then we walk up onto the stage, and we're like, we're just doing a quick panel. And that was
half-eaten hot dog.
the half-eaten hot dog panel that we did. And in the midst of us doing this, nobody except for the guy that was sitting in there filming, we're talking to this crowd, right? And all of a sudden in the doorway, you see this looming figure of Dusty Cat just standing there. What are you doing?
There was a bunch of that stuff there, but my best thing, this is where me doing charity auctions started, okay? So we're in autographs, it's Sunday, and one of the voice actors comes up to me and says, "Dusty, I need you to do charity auction, my voice is gone and I gotta be in the booth on Monday, could you do this for me?" I said, "Yeah, sure, not a problem, I'll figure it out, whatever." And he goes to turn and walk away. Then he turns back to me and says, "Oh, by the way, you're doing it with John Delancey." What? And I'm like, "John fucking, are you kidding me?" Okay, sure enough, I get up there and we get started. John is nowhere, right? I'm thinking I'm getting punked. Okay, yeah, John Delancey. Blah, blah, blah. So sure enough, like 5 items into it, here comes John Delancey. And he comes up on stage and he starts doing Vanna White for me, right? And I turned to him and said, "Do you want to do some of this, John?" He said, "No, you're doing a great job, no problem." So we do like half an hour of this. And he says in my ear, "Dusty, you're doing a wonderful job. I'm just going to go down there and watch you." That's even worse. And he did. He gets off the stage, sits right there and watches me work. The whole thing. And I'm just figuring it out. It's all over. My anxiety goes, and he comes up to me and gives me a hug and says, "That was amazing. You did great."
Oh.
Nice.
And I'm like, holy shit. I had John Delancey watch me perform and said, "I did a good job."
Yeah.
At no point could I have fallen any farther, right? It's like, I don't care what I do as an improv artist, that will be my coup de grace.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is cool. Yeah. Cool. And Silver?
I got to ask, though, does this mean, Dusty, you're not going to be part of Who's Line tomorrow?
What?
What do you say? You can't go any further?
No, I said I can't get any better, probably. But I will be on
you'll
Who's
go
Line for the
further.
rest of these chuckle.
By the way,
Who's Line's tomorrow?
we're going to come to your answer. One request for you guys, because I see that we still have people coming in here. If you do have some seats between you, if we can all start squeezing together, if that's possible, so we can make some room. There's been a few people that have walked in and went, "I'm not standing for 45 minutes."
It's an introvert's nightmare.
I know.
to know
Everyone
each
just
other.
leaves. They're like, well, it's just
go
not
by.
worth it.
I'm not moving.
But again, I
I'm
appreciate that.
comfortable.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Silver, favorite convention?
Favorite convention? Well, my conventions are like my children's. I love them all. But if I had to choose,
You sound like Dracula.
oh,
Mavis.
well then, my friend, then I can tell you about Running the Leaves really sucks. Oh, no, I'm the count.
Count to 9.
Anyway, BronyCon 2017 for me, because, well, we had a lot of events going on. We had my friend Anthony C. Cosmologic came up from Australia and came to visit us, so I got to hang out with him. Spent time with a lot of friends. I think we had the entirety of the then current TF2 group, and the funniest part was that my booth got volunteered to be the signature stand for the TF2 people. It was like, later I realized, oh, you took all the space up so I couldn't sell anything. Thanks, guys. But no, it was fun. And the best part was there was such a line. There was such a line that the security had to direct everyone to create this signature line. M.L. Larson comes down. And he's looking like, what is all this? It's like, how do I explain this to you? A bunch of annoying YouTubers decided to mimic Team Fortress 2, and now we're having a God complex. What can I say? That sounded about right. Now, I also really enjoyed BabsCon for a good long time. It was 2019 when Game of Thrones concluded, if I remember right.
It died, all right.
It died screaming, but there was one Saturday evening where we all gathered up in a penthouse viewing of some sort, and we watched the episode just before the Battle of Winterfell against the undead. Spoilers. And okay, it was a possibility time. The immense disappointment of episodes to follow was not yet a thing. But I just loved that we could all get together and watch this. It was chill, it was easygoing, it was people I know celebrating one medium, and now we're enjoying another. So it doesn't matter how that it ended horribly and poorly written, and Jon Snow's destiny was sort of kicked around but never addressed, and Arya is subverting all my expectations. Hold me, I'm getting angry. Thank you.
It's okay. They can't hurt us anymore.
Says you, Martin hasn't published another book in 14 years.
I think we're running out of time.
There you go.
But just that chance to get together with everyone was a wonderful feeling and event.
Yeah. And then, so we had another question right next to you. Hello.
When did you realize being a fan was going to be your job?
Who says it is?
Well, as the name implies, AC, not a single joke. Air conditioning.
Oh, we're tired.
You see, like AC, you gotta keep
Not
your
a single
cool.
chuckle or laugh. No. So I guess that's the fun of it. Technically, none of this is our job. This is a hobby. As Dusty was just talking about, you know, his all of the work that you do with both your hands and your mind. You know, like Dusty, again, what is it that career-wise?
I have held a number of careers in my time, but right now I'm a computer numerical controlled machinist where I actually design, program, run the machine, fix the machine, do all of that stuff. And our company basically makes all the R&D equipment for Apple.
Nice.
Yes, I'm not his level of engineer. He is an engineer. I am a guy who can get by. So, yes. He is an actual engineer with math and all that stuff. He designs stuff that I could make. We use the same programs and all of that stuff, but I do real simple things where he does real complex stuff.
Yeah.
And in that, we have a commonality. But again, he's an engineer, I'm a designer. It's sort of a little bit of a different thing.
But I will say they both need to exist.
Yeah, they both need
like
to exist.
what I do can't be made without Dusty.
Right.
And you know vice versa. Like it's a beautiful relationship.
It's a beautiful thing.
What do you
Coexistence.
What do you do
I'm a toy designer.
Design me a toy.
right now? On the spot.
Design me as a toy.
Yeah, she works up in the North Pole.
You work for Amazon?
And yeah, like Dusty said, I'm a mechanical engineer during the week. What's so funny?
This is a fall guy walking through.
There he goes. So I've got the mechanical engineering that I do. I work for a company that does special effects and a lot of cool stuff. And then I also run a business that does broadcasting for racetracks. So. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, see, it's like, do not tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, no, I mean, it's certainly, I guess to answer a little bit closer to about your question, I never anticipated that this was going to happen. Like when I think when each of us started making content, it wasn't like, here's the goal. Someday we're going to be going to conventions and sitting in front of a bunch of people. Like it was just, I know for me, it was like, I want to be a part of this community. I want to make content. I want to be able to contribute. I thought that was the fun part.
So you didn't care if you were up there or down?
Yeah.
Same.
I never even considered the being up here part, like, to be honest, because it's like, I wasn't like, yes, that's what I'm going to do. But things just evolved, and now everyone's really sick of me being up here. So yeah, but
And Saber is just Saber.
Saber's
Yep.
Saber's face is his entire job,
Yep.
pretty much.
He's a model.
The model.
I'm a face model.
Give us your pouty face.
Do a little turn on the catwalk.
All right.
On the catwalk. On the catwalk.
And Silver Quill, what do you do? Here.
Yeah. Right. Bye, Raycon.
Mine has been a wandering journey. At the start of the fandom, I was working as a paralegal, and
You're a detective?
oh, if only. If I could detect how much that job would suck, that would have been great. Paralegal, basically an assistant to the attorneys.
So you find ghosts?
Oh man, that'd be something. But that didn't work out so great, so I got an associate's in graphic design, worked that job for a good while. Now I actually work with AC on the tracks. Basically, I'm up watching people turn left. Not trying to make this sound glorious.
Occasional rights.
It's just
Sometimes
sort of,
jumps.
Here they come and there they go, and then they're going around and there they go, and there they go, and pretty soon it looks like I lost a Mortal Kombat fight. That actually does make you dizzy. Woo! My hat's off to the actors for that game.
We're too old for this, man. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah, save your energy
You're
for
gonna
who's
pull a
line tomorrow.
muscle.
Where's my pudding?
And then you had a question.
So with like watching the show, what would be like not necessarily your least favorite, but like the kind of episode of MLP where you're like, huh?
The go-kart episode.
The what?
There was.
Oh no.
Dusty, you said the go-kart episode?
Yes. I hated that episode.
Well, context.
Yeah. What was the go-kart episode? For those in the audience that may not remember.
The CMC, all of the school were going to make go-karts, right, and have a race. And the CMC all wanted to make a certain type of go-kart, but their sisters said, no, you're going to make it our way. So they made their own go-karts in place of the CMC's wants. And it was a great, big, huge mess and made absolutely no sense whatsoever from a writing standpoint. And I found out that it was written by somebody who had never seen the show before. Oh. They basically
M.A. Larson.
They basically were They were basically writer friends of Josh, I think was the writer lead at the time. And it was just a friend of his who needed the work, who had written for kids shows before and just resourced something he had already wrote. It was
Some guy named
horrible.
Vince Gilligan.
We did get Cheerlead with a skirt out of that. Thanks for bringing that up.
You're making him experience
You know me too well.
bad memories.
There's I see some people standing. There's a couple seats up here if you would like. They're like, we want to be near the exit just in case. Do you have a least favorite?
See, we drove them out already.
They're like, well,
Cheerlead with a skirt
we're
drove
past
them
the
to the door.
maximum occupancy.
I'm trying to think. I know that I do, but it's been a while.
Since you've hated that one episode.
What episode?
Do y'all have any?
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Trixie, so
All of them.
When they all hit rock bottom. No, it's not necessarily like the episodes, perhaps, that were like, like from a writing standpoint per se. I just wasn't a big fan of Trixie myself. That's why Minty's leaving. I'm joking.
Oh no, he's getting a stick to hit you with.
Oh, yeah, he's got a weapon. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, do any come to mind for you guys?
It's not the worst episode, but I recall when like the Mysterious Murderwell episode came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that was the first episode where I'm like, the show can be not good. It like ruined my day. I was so sad.
Yeah, back when we would be Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'm
you'd
Saturday
be watching,
morning.
Yeah.
The tender age of 23.
Yeah, we were babies.
We lambs.
Silver?
Oh, we've had a few moments. My least favorite was A Candlelight Wedding Part 1. Like, all the cool stuff happened in Part 2. This Day Aria? Part 2. Change of the Invasion? Part 2. And so on. But the moment where Twilight's friends are so upset that they go to comfort this cool new princess that we've never heard of instead of their friend, and they go to their friend's brother's wedding without her.
It's true.
I'm just like, look, I knew it would be frustrating, but if my friend got kicked out of a wedding, I wouldn't stick around.
Wasn't that the episode where she made like a Wojak face? She's like, oh. When everybody
Oh yeah,
was
when
leaving it.
Celestia was mad at
Yeah,
her.
she's like, try harder.
Yep. Yeah, try hard. And then there was Fluttershy Leans In, where
She leaned.
it's where she sets up this sanctuary. So my God, Fluttershy actually has a job now. It only took like what, 6 seasons? 7?
Some people are late bloomers.
Only mares.
Oh my goodness. But her friends say, oh, I know just the person who can help make this happen. And they bring in 3 extra ponies, none of whom pay attention to Fluttershy's plans or instructions, which are highly detailed. They say, oh, I know better than the client. And they just do their own thing, which is the exact opposite of what Fluttershy wanted. And I'm like, so you brought these 3 in to fail. Why? Wouldn't it make more sense for Fluttershy to learn how to lead with some ponies with whom she's not familiar? But that's just me.
Yeah.
Being a reviewer. And,
Oh,
I've always loved the reaction of everyone for the ending of the end when we learn that Discord, spoilers, is Grogar.
What?
Yeah, we're all like,
Remember that? It was the Fluttershy episode. That wasn't the one with the Phoenix, was it?
no.
No.
Oh, no.
Do you guys remember that when Celestia was like, you thought my pet died.
That's hilarious.
What an idiot.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Well, so now we'll get a new batch of hands up. All right, I got these 2. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 right here and these 2. I'm going to start with these 2, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so besides feeling incredibly old, I'd like to get your thoughts and feelings on the fact that a lot of the newer up-and-coming content creators and artists like myself grew up watching Bronies react.
Well, I hope I'm a very bad influence. Very bad influence. You're true. I can be an evil influence, but not bad. Okay, I hope I'm an evil influence to you. I really do. See, evil just stepped in. Obviously, I'm an influence.
The cosplays.
Yes, evil. Evil. Yes, you. Very
We're like, well, we're leaving then. God.
Oh, but they're excellent cosplays, by the way.
Yeah, what does it do to you? Or mean to
I mean,
you?
it's really humbling. Like, to be honest, like it's I always have loved the community and the aspect of coming to these conventions and seeing everybody, and it's really nice to see people who have been coming for years, and I feel a sort of kinship in that way, and I enjoyed seeing everybody growing up and starting to find their own place in this fandom, whether it's art or music and stuff like that. And so it's just it's really nice to see. And yeah.
Yeah. is becoming more common now. It's almost like there was a line that was drawn after the pandemic where we came back, and that's when all these adults were coming up to us and going, "Ah, yes, you were part of my childhood." And this person, and they have a beard down to here, and
I've had this twice this weekend.
Yeah, no,
I watched you when I was 12.
Like, I've had adults come up to me this week and go, someone said 10, and I was like, wow, 12, yeah. But like you said, like it's actually really special in the way when we do have people that come up to us and say, hey, you were a big part of our childhood. Again, going back to like that question about like, what is it like, when you started this and now you're, full-time job as a fan. It's amazing. What happened to Dusty?
He's leaving us.
Yeah. No, that's supposed to be pointing at the speaker, Dusty. Yeah. It's an audio capture. It's... Dusty. And that's called a backup plan. Yeah. A fail-safe. When we put effects in amusement parks, they always like to have a safety cable. That's my safety cable.
Oh, there's that engineer.
But yeah, no, it's so cool because there are people that are going to be performing this week in the concert, or there are people that are making content or running panels, and they've come up to us and said, "You inspired me." We have community guests here that were like, "You are what convinced me to try."
Taylor,
to do
Confetti Joy,
Yeah.
Riff Ponies, on and on and on. There's people that are performing in the concert that didn't even pick up a guitar 10 years ago. So, give those people your attention and give them your love.
Yeah, and for us, it's also fun to just see that evolving part of the community. Who the next crop of content creators, the next ones that are kind of carrying that that flame, that torch, and it's like you said, humbling. It's cool. It also makes us feel really freaking old.
It's like the scene from Fava Goes West. It's like every man's sunset is another man's sunrise.
The end.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good ending.
Yeah.
What was the voice actor for the Don?
Walter Cronkite. Don Knotts.
No. Five Goes West.
Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
It was
John Cena.
That was his. He has this whole. Now we're tangenting, but he has this whole like speech at the end of the movie about one man's sunset is another's sunrise type of thing, and it it was his last movie that he was ever a part of, and it's like, oh, that kind of adds some impact there. So yeah,
It's cool seeing all the Zoomers growing up on YouTube making their own My Little Pony content. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, cool, because a lot of them are like, yeah, I used to watch you when I was a kid, and again, it makes us feel really old. But it's cool to see them continue on in their own way, where it's like, okay, here comes the next generation, and they're getting some big numbers. Like My Little Pony, it's kind of crazy how nostalgia G4 is. It blew G5 out of the water.
China.
And
China.
Oh yeah, China's still in a G4 surge.
Okay, well there you go.
They're making all manner of merchandising. That's right.
Have you gotten that?
Made a flamethrower? No.
No, not the flamethrower. But in regards to the question.
Oh, my answer. Well, I mean, a lot of us. We're here to thing here, kids. I'm the second oldest man up here on this here table.
Do you find this insulting, Dusty? All of us saying how old we
Very,
feel.
actually.
Is this cultural appropriation?
Dusty's actually younger than all of us. You didn't know that, did you?
He's only 27.
Yeah.
Plus 30.
You're 64?
And you can't do math.
The American education system fails us once again. But let me just try to spread things in a metaphor. If you think of a river, and whether you're a pebble or a boulder, you make an impact. It causes ripples, and those ripples go out and influence things, even when from your own perception you can't see it. Everything we do influences people, influences a situation, has an impact on the future. So it's gratifying when you can see, oh, you inspired me to try this, or I feel like I'm become a better writer watching your videos because they suck so bad.
That's why the Time Travel Treaty of 3472 states you may not go back past a certain date. You cannot kill Hitler. You cannot,
There we go.
Just try and stop me.
But it's gratifying to see, but really, all of you, by your actions, have an influence on the future, and you inspire other people in ways you don't know. We can't ever fully know the impact, so it's nice to get hints, though.
Yeah.
And then our next question.
They're leaving.
Was that you? Sorry. Who? Yes.
Yes. I was wondering if you guys have any headcanons for G4?
For G4?
Yeah.
I had a wild headcanon just before Shadow Play, because I always wondered where Celestia got Spike's egg. It doesn't seem like something a dragon would give up willingly. But then there was this spell that let you become a different species if you had a template to copy. And I thought, what if Spike, who was hatched by magic of the Chosen One, was Star Swirl? That would have been a twist.
I gotta rewatch the show.
And then they revealed, no, he was just sitting outside of reality and he's kind of a jerk. So, you know, and it was like, okay, yeah, Spike, sorry, you've been downgraded in mystery. Fault? Everything's Star Swirl's fault when you think about it.
Everything's Star Wars.
Did you have any headcanon?
That Applejack's.
I have started the argument. Exactly what I always do.
My headcanon is that Applejack's parents faked dying, and they took off to Vegas.
Still better than The Simpsons.
Both.
Denial.
They're alive. Those.
I mean, I was a Rainbow Dash Applejack shipper.
Rare Jack's
Now it's
much
canon,
better.
yeah.
Much better.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash and Applejack would be the dishes.
I used to have headcanons, one specifically how Rainbow Dash actually became a Wonderbolt, because I really don't like that episode, the way they wrote it. But I've sort of let all of those go and went, it was told the way it was told. And that's basically how it is. And you have to accept that's how the line went, right? You can have little ideas, like the story I just came up with saying G5 in that era before they got the magic back hasn't been written, right? We don't know what happened there. So I can play in that world, but once it's actually told either in the comic book or on TV or whatever, that's the timeline. So if there's a piece of the timeline that they haven't told us about, play in that area. And then you can come up with anything you want.
Nice. And agreed. I mean, there does come a point, like, there's a reason that I don't read fan fiction for stuff that's actively
going on.
Well, I used to read more fan fiction back in the day. I actually don't really read it now either. Aside from the point, because I used to read some for this show, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, when I was first getting back into it, but the show was over. So at that point, it's like, what happened next?
Right.
As opposed to what could happen in between. So we had 4 questions in this area. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's start with you.
Yeah.
Even though with one certain track will not be accepted anymore, is it possible that at any point during your announcing career, you might end up pulling a Daryl Wall trick?
And yelling boogity, boogity, boogity.
I think you've done that.
He's going to come after me. He's going to be like, send the lawyers to that racetrack. Yeah, so the question effectively was, in my announcing career, will I ever pull a Daryl Waltrip? Little context, Daryl Waltrip was a race car driver in NASCAR who became an announcer, a very full of personality announcer, and at the start of every race, he would yell boogity, boogity, boogity. Started off endearing, turned into a meme type of thing, and eventually by the time that he retired, everyone went, thank goodness. Sorry, Daryl, if you're watching this. But no, I haven't. I have not pulled a boogity. Well, you know, maybe we have.
I remember specifically hearing you say that.
I probably did.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure you
probably
said it
happened.
like ironically before. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? They're outing me. I've totally done it. So, thank you. Yeah, I'm a racetrack announcer on top of the broadcasting stuff, so go figure. I'm a loudmouth. And then who was the other? Yes.
So I have a serious question and a silly question.
Okay.
Which one would you prefer to ask right now?
Serious.
Serious? Okay. So this is a little elaborate, so good luck trying to understand if it makes sense. But this is more to all of you, but it kind of like the context of race and saber. So you've been to a lot of cons, had a lot of stories and memories. I think it would be a pretty common argument here that the most fun or most memorable that you can have is when you guys met Lauren Faust in the elevator. That was the whole time. But I was wondering, are there any memories between all of you that have stuck out and yet you haven't really shared at some of these panels? And you know, it's like, I wish I could tell people this story, it's a lot of fun, but I forget, or you know, they ask about, can you tell a story about Lauren Faust again?
So basically, in regards to other stories, like moments that have really defined like our time doing these conventions. To summarize, the Lauren Faust one, for those that don't know, Saber and I were having a balloon fight.
As one does.
As one does, at Equestria LA.
We were in San Fran or Equestria LA.
Oh wait, was it San Fran?
I don't know.
Now I'm. It was in California, and yeah, we were having our this balloon fight, and this guy goes, you know, as we're going up, he's like, "Watch Lauren be there," as the door's about to open, and the door opens up. Lauren Faust is right there, and we just both stop, and we're like,
we're acting like damn fools.
"Hi."
No, she was cool. She's like,
yeah. Why'd you stop?
I've got a story about these two chuckles.
Oh, here we go.
So, the con that shall not be named is Las Pegasus Unicon. It just got named. So, my roommate, who is in computers, had some money, so he wanted to throw a black tie VIP party in a penthouse at the Riv. He found out that he could rent a very famous person's old apartment. So it was Sinatra. So we get the place. We get local friends to basically be the bartenders. We're all in black tie. And all the VIPs come in. They get roses, all kinds of stuff. Everything is cool. Daniel shows up with his guys. They're playing music on stuff that we brought. Everybody's having a drink. Everything's cool. Knock on the door. I go to open it. These two chuckle mucks.
That's the way to put it.
Are at the door in foam cowboy hats. Not small ones either. We're talking Doug Dimmadrome and the Dimmadrome big, right? And I look at them, and they both grin at me, and I slam the door in their face.
Slammed the door.
I think Saber said, "We're your entertainment for tonight," and you just shut the door.
He did. And I went, boom.
He wasn't gonna suffer any fools.
He wasn't suffering fools at that point.
Oh, we were being idiots.
They were being
like,
stupid.
What, thoughts?
Oh my gosh. You know, we were actually, so on this line, I don't know if we've ever told this story before, and the older we get, the longer we go, the more it's like, you know what the heck, why not? And we were talking about this story earlier today. It was funny. So you guys know that we do the Hooves Line panels, and you obviously know we do Bronies React panels. Hence, you're here. And at BabsCon 2015, it was the first BabsCon that we went to. They had an issue with scheduling as we were getting close to going to that con.
BabsCon had an issue with scheduling? I am shocked.
They'll do better next time.
Stop at BabsCon had an issue? I am shocked. So we, and you know what? I will say this again, going back to the first question about like conventions and whatnot. We were going to BabsCons. We were having fun at BabsCons. Like, I don't want to completely knock the legacy of BabsCons, but there were some goofy times, and this was one of them, is that because another like convention overlapped, they like lost a series of rooms or something, and they had to condense the schedule. So they were telling a lot of the panelists like, hey, we have to cut some of your panels. And so they contacted me and said, hi, sorry, we're going to have to cut Who's Line, but you guys will have Bronies React. And I said, look, like, we obviously love doing the Bronies React panels, but we're like, but Who's Line's like our show. And I said, and they're both in the same room, so we'd prefer to do Who's Line. And they came back to me and they're like, well, you know, someone high up on the board doesn't want to do that. They want you to do Bronies React, not Who's Line. And I was like, but why? And they're like, well, you know, Who's Line is always the same thing. And I'm like, and I was confused because I'm like, by definition, it literally is not. It is improv. What do you mean it's the same thing? And I'm like, so what we did, so we got a little sneaky, and this is up on YouTube. So what we did is that we set up the panel. We just let it stay listed as Bronies React. I spoke with the person that was running the main room and said, here is the deal. I want you to know in advance. This is what we're going to do. And they were 100% on board. They were like, look, if you guys get yelled at, don't worry. They're going to yell at me first. And I'm going to tell them, this is my room, get out. And so what we did is we did like 5 minutes of, you know, hello, Bronies React, yay, Q&A, and we answered like 2 questions, and I think we had like a plant in the audience that would go, can you guys do Who's Line? So we asked them, like, yeah, and we go, yes, and we just rearranged the whole stage and do Who's Line for an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. I think it was, yeah, BabsCon 2015. It was our first time going to BabsCon. Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm near positive that was the year. But yeah, it was, I was just, that's the kind of stories now where it's like, you know what, we could tell this.
Yep.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, they're never going to invite us back.
Right, and the thing is, they did invite us back after that stuff. Anyway, so, you know, yeah. Should we move on to the next one?
Next one. That guy. That guy.
What do you got?
Okay, so admittedly, I have been basically living out in the woods away from the internet for the past 2 years.
It sounds wonderful.
Military service, right? Military service?
The last Bronies React video I saw was you guys taking on the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
What has happened since then? And following that, what is the plan for the next thing?
Well, to summarize, there's a lot that's been going on. Not a lot of good stuff that has been going on. A lot of disappointing stuff that has been going on. I'm going to leave it at that. For those that know. But basically, like I said, to summarize, our group's had a very rough last 8 months to a year. And there actually was a Bronies React that was in the works. And I won't yet say what it was for, but just know that I already have the footage for it. But because of a lot of stuff that, you know, drama-related stuff that's been going on, really stupid stuff. It's been, I was like, you know what, now's not the time. You know, this needs to wait. I'm going to hold off on this stuff. I hope to, at some point, release that. Like I said, I have footage. Those that sent me footage, Silver, I think you got me footage about 10 months ago.
I'm the bad thing that happened.
Yeah, it's Silver's fault.
I haven't done my footage yet.
The important thing right now is that things are getting better. And you know, we're getting closer probably to being able to get back on that train and doing all that stuff. So, you know, on that front, because I know that there have been a lot of people that have been asking. I think there are some people that I probably even told, like, yep, we're working on it, you know, because we do streams and whatnot for our gaming channel, Ready Player Dumb. Yeah. Subscribe. And, you know, during that, we're constantly talking to the audience. And so I think people have asked, like, hey, are you guys making another one? And at the time, I was like, yes, we are. And they're like, it's been 10 months. Where's the... You lied to me. And I'm like, kinda. I didn't mean to. But yeah, like I said, things are getting better. And yeah, I mean, life comes first. And, you know, we're again, things are getting better.
Well, since you do have footage, you can honestly say you have been working on it. You've just been.
I've been working on it for a year.
It's going to be a great one. Here's production.
Yeah, you're not You're not lying.
Yeah. So yeah. But thank you for asking. And then we had a question in the midst over here. I don't know if it was. I think it was behind you.
They might have left.
It was the one in the hat. Did any of you have a question? They might have left.
That guy did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a hand in the back and then the purple beanie. We'll take those two for now and see if we have time for more. Yes.
For Dusty Cat, I wanted to know more in depth if you're paying what the issue you had with Hadoop Dash was.
I'm sorry, what?
The episode, what do you have?
Oh, my whole problem with that is how the girls did not back up Dash and basically gave her bad advice on not being herself. And at that point in their friendship, I'm sure they would not say those things. I'm sure that they would say, you need to be yourself and stop being an idiot, right? And in the military, she would have been broken down pretty quickly, and none of that would have even happened. And the Wonderbolts are the EUP. They are the military of Equestria. And they are the Blue Angels. And really, with them basically saying they were waiting for a spot to open, right? She could have come in and said, look, this is your shot, right? Don't screw it up. And she could have been having problems on the first day and then came to the girls and said, I don't know if I can do this. And the girls could have propped her up instead of giving her bad advice. And then she goes back and does the right thing and becomes a Wonderbolt, which is, I think, the way it should have been told, instead of this whole rigmarole storyline that they wrote. But that's just me. Yeah, there was. Trust me, if that would have happened in an actual military situation, she'd have been drummed out and never come back. So yeah, I just think it was kind of cheesy and kind of stupid, and it could have been told a totally better way. Having that storyline lead up 6 years and then tell it that way was a really bad payoff to me.
I see what you mean. It was a 1-episode payoff for a 6-year-long story.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It was like when Spike, the Olympics episode was Spike. It was like there was the whole build up, and then it was like whoop. Purple beanie.
Oh yes. I just want to know what are you guys' thoughts on the live action My Little Pony announcement?
More content.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? The live action. Run this by me again. What?
Okay.
Wait, was this not a joke?
No. I can give some context if you need.
Yes, please.
All right. So apparently this story broke on a website called the InSnyder. Never saw it because that is a paywall for its articles. But all that has been announced, the only thing that is known is that it is going to be a, quote, live action movie. And that's it. There's no mention of who's producing it, who's writing it, who's starring in it, who's doing this, that, or the other thing. But that, of course, all you need is that nugget of information to set a fandom ablaze and have people reflect on all the live action adaptations they've seen thus far.
We survived Equestria Girls. Remember that? I don't know. For those of you that weren't in the fandom for that when that got announced.
Oh my God.
That was something.
The leaked art. Remember when the art leaked?
Oh yeah.
And it was like, my God, how many feet of legs do they have?
I know, super long legs. Yeah.
Celestia's legs go up to the ceiling, and then she has a little body at the top. Oh my gosh. Good question though. And thank you for the insight.
I think it's a joke. I don't think it's happening.
All right.
5 minutes. We have 5 minutes.
All right. So should we do lightning round?
Yes.
Lightning round.
All right. So here's the deal. Here's how lightning round's gonna work. Oh, do you have a lightning round question?
Well, explain lightning round.
You were gonna explain lightning round? Oh, explain lightning round. So basically, we're gonna give like one-word answers to questions from this point forward, guys. Yes. All right. And I'm asking everybody up here to just yell out your answers. Don't wait.
Yep.
We're just going to be like point. They could be really easy. Favorite color, favorite topping, whatever.
Favorite.
So here we go. Yes.
Cheetos, Doritos.
Doritos.
Where's the HDMI?
HDMI. Ooh, HDMI ready to play now.
GTA 4.
GTA 4.
Favorite Prince quote?
My fun has been doubled.
Nice.
Do you hate Spike?
Yes.
No.
What's that?
When you brush your teeth, do you wet your toothbrush before or after you put it?
I don't brush my teeth.
Yes.
When will you wear wigs?
Never.
We gotta eat a turkey.
I own 5 wigs, by the way.
And he wears none.
And I wear
Yes.
The invisible.
Yes.
What is your favorite car to work on?
The Ocean Derby one.
1968 Chrysler New Yorker.
Ooh, yes.
Best Disney ride.
Best is Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Genius.
Yes.
Sunset's the best.
What's that?
Applejack.
The white one.
You are your answer. Yes.
G1 or G5?
G1.
Maybe.
Pretty good.
G3.5. Yes.
It's gonna be good.
What's that?
Is G6 gonna be good?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes.
Is Rainbow Dash the best pony?
No.
Yes.
Recorded a reaction to find out the camera wasn't filming.
Yes.
There's no way.
It's happened before, and it sucks. Yes.
Bring out the gala outfit.
Ooh.
Finally.
Rainbow Dash.
Spike.
Rainbow Dash.
Did we run out of lighting? Yes.
Favorite place to go on vacation?
Ooh.
Anywhere.
Japan.
Yosemite.
Japan.
Thank you. I got a golf platform. Yes. You.
Are you excited that it finally happened?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Yes.
Best pie flavor.
Blueberry.
Raspberry.
Is there any?
Eli.
Pump the pumpkin.
Is there any universe where Flash Sentry can be redeemable?
No.
No.
The one where he dies.
Oh! Yes, we got 2 minutes.
Have you considered?
Yes. Perhaps.
You know, I'm going to take that under consideration.
Ooh.
I get it.
Yes.
Send dick pickers to Mars or no?
Oh, yes.
Send it to the sun.
Oh, nice and hot. Yes.
Favorite ship?
Oh, ever? In anything?
Ever. Yes.
Judy and Nick.
Knew that was coming.
That's not really
I'm
a
hoping.
ship.
Rainbow and Marion.
Fix-It Felix and Sergeant Calhoun.
Silver, I need to know. I know we're lightning around you, but who's your favorite ship?
In anything?
Yes.
Probably SK and Ikari or Davis and Ikari from Digimon. I can tell you this. I can tell you the stories of the shipping wars of that era.
My favorite ship? The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Good one. Yes.
Is Pluto a planet?
Yes.
He's a dog.
Because otherwise we can't have the Sailor Moon character.
All right, final minute of lightning round. Yes.
Are you going to NACOM?
I
Nay.
don't know.
No.
Do I want to go back to Baltimore is the question. Anyone from Baltimore here? See, you don't make it out. And with that, folks, we want to thank you for coming to the Bronies React panel. Great questions, guys. We really appreciate it. We're going to be part of a couple other panels here today, Trivia Trot and My Little Match Game. As a reminder, tomorrow in here we will have a How Do You, well, actually, sorry, I don't know if it's in this room, but in one of these rooms, we will have How Do YouTube, it's this room?
Yeah.
Thank you. How Do YouTube panel from 10 to 11, and then at 11:30 to 1 o'clock, it will be Hooves Line. We are finishing off the convention with the big one. Hooves Line is it anyway. Thank you for coming out and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
That was a good closer.